Hey, it's Dave. I'm going to try something a little new. I did do I'm going to try some spicy foods. I'm going to start slow because I've made some mistakes in the past. I tried the ghost pepper chunky chicken soup, and it was good. It was spicy. It had some zip. I'm a medium spice head. I've seen what guys do, and I can't do what they do. I just can't. I've tried it. I did uh, years and years ago. I don't even know if we had both kids yet at that time. In Bonita Springs, Florida, Hurricane Wings. They had this. I asked the guy, the manager. He was from Omaha, where my wife is from, and my in-laws are from. And I asked him what the spiciest wing was. He said what it was. And he said it was stupid hot, and he was right. It was painful. I had to force myself to eat all five, and my stomach was just a mess the whole night. The worst thing I ever did is I did the Packy one chip challenge on an empty stomach and just laid on the floor in a fetal position for an hour with my finger getting ready to dial 911. That was just absolutely painful. So I've learned a little bit about it. So I'm going to start slow. I'm going to do a pepper challenge tonight. Woohoo. We got a green jalapeno, red jalapeno, Manzano, serrano, and the habanero. And the habanero, yeah, I know it's mild to some of you guys. It's like a pickle to some of these guys. But again, I'm going to start slow. See what happens. I got my beer here with me. I've done the blazing challenge, and again, these real big spice heads will say it's not hot. That stuff is hotter than crap. Okay, to 90% of the world, it's hotter than crap, and I've done it. And I found that eating them fast really works. They say to eat these peppers slow. I can't. I guess trial and error. We're gonna find out here. So the first pepper is the jalapeno, and the jalapeno in Scoville units is 2.5 thousand to 10,000. Some people think they're really hot. Whenever I make a recipe, and I'm a pretty good cook, and it says take the seeds out. No, I leave the seeds in. I like things spicy. My mom made spicy foods growing up. The whole family ate spicy foods. I mean, my wife grew up not eating any spicy foods, and she can handle a lot more things. And my daughter and my son both can handle spicy. So we're going to start out with the green jalapeno. Just going to start eating it. Give let you know how it tastes, and I love jalapenos. Here we go. So, a jalapeno to me, sorry to talk with my mouth full. Finish it down with a beer. It has decent heat. Just like a green bell pepper, with heat. It's good. I love jalapenos. I love putting them in recipes, especially tacos and stuff. It's good. Good solid pepper. Decent flavor, decent heat. Take one more little bite just so people don't say I'm a wimp, because there's the seeds, and I want to make sure I got some seeds. So, okay, so I got some seeds in that. Good. Good pepper. So, what I learned, the difference between the green jalapeno and the red, is that the red is left on the vine longer. That's what makes it red, I guess. It's using sriracha, supposedly sweeter. A little more spicy, but not much. Probably more towards the 10,000 Scovilles. And the green jalapeno, I'll tell you, it's hotter than I thought it was going to be. But, this is how I guess you build up your tolerance. So, here we go. Red jalapeno with a two-pronged crown. I guess that'd be green jalapeno with a two-pronged crown. You Judas Priest fans. So, it is sweeter. I don't know if it's much hotter. It's a different color. Take another bite so that we get some seeds. Got some seeds. Not bad. It does have a different taste. It doesn't taste like a bell pepper. Definitely can tell that it's, I don't know, been, on the vine longer. It's good. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know that I'm going to make it to the habanero because this is pretty hot. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's good heat. I love heat. Wasn't expecting these to be that hot. I still have the serrano and the manzano, but we'll see what happens. So next up is the serrano. The serrano is between 10 and 23,000 Scoville units. My mouth is really on fire. Not gonna lie, making me probably a bigger pussy than I thought I was. But that's okay. This is how you live. You live, you learn. Sorry, I had the TV on, watching Thursday night football, and now I got the burps from the heat. I've got Josh Allen starting tonight, so here's the serrano. Give it a shot. We'll see. Definitely not eating the whole thing. My plan was to eat the whole thing of all these. Not a chance in hell. Just not worth it. Tastes a little more like the jalapeno. There's a little bit of a difference. You can already see that the seeds are right there, so I'm just going to take one more small bite. There's a little more heat. You can definitely tell there's a little more heat. It's good pepper. When I'm making something a little spicier, or when I'm a little more heat, I throw a serrano in. Have some soul, brother. These aren't bad. The only problem is there's only 3.5% alcohol in these, but it was on sale, and I'm a cheap bastard, so there you go. Not bad. You know what? The afterburn on the serrano isn't as bad as those two jalapenos. I'm a little surprised, by that. Although it is beginning to kick in a little bit more. Say hi to Bosco. There's Bosco. Bosco's laying on the couch. She's my buddy. She hangs with me. She's now 7 years old, and it's a funny story. I'm stalling, but I'm 5'4", and I grew an inch between 19 and 21 to get to 5'4". My son was always the smallest kid in school. He's 21 now. But like me, he was a wrestler, and he was able to take care of himself, which is nice. He's had a couple of situations where he's had to take care of himself. Anyways, he hated needles. Would go to the doctor, scream bloody murder. They had to close the doors. He scared some people away. I mean, it was horrible. So we went to an endocrinologist, which is a growth doctor, and doctor said, yeah, you know what, he's going to be about 5'4", 5'4.5". And really, when they give you growth hormones, it's not to add height, it's to get you to that height faster. But, so, we were on this insurance company called Land of Lincoln, which is no longer in business. That's another story. They okayed the growth hormones to get him to take the shots because he was so afraid of needles. I promised him we'd get a cat. And that's Bosco right there. And I love cats, but I just don't like, it's hard enough taking care of two kids. And I'll throw a cat into it. But we got Bosco, and she is like the greatest pet. One of the greatest pets ever. My last cat, Cisco, one night I was sleeping in my parents' house, and she was going up and down the stairs, meowing, and she led me down the stairs, and the hall light was on fire. So Cisco saved our lives, which is pretty cool. Includes my parents, at the time my ex-wife. Just a cool story. And then Bosco's just, she's a buddy, but she follows Brandon, that's my son, all over the house. Up and down the stairs. She grooms him. She sleeps with him. I mean, she loves him. But he's in college now. He's at Missouri. So she hangs with me. And she's just my buddy. Wherever I am, she's by me, hanging out. And it's just cool. It's nice having a little buddy hanging out with you. And yes, I am stalling. It's hot. There's no doubt about it that it's hot. But it's not terrible. The Blazing Wing Challenge was much worse than this. I had to drink two 20, 25-ounce beers. Um, Thank God I had a driver. Because don't drink and drive, you might spill. And it's just not a good thing to do because a DUI God, that just ruins your life. So we're going to try this Manzano, which I believe is somewhere between 12 to 30,000 Scovilles. It looks kind of like an orange apple, orange tomato. And they say it's got kind of a sweetish flavor to it. I had to hunt. We live in Haynesville, which is next to Round Lake, and there's a big Hispanic community around here. So I found a Hispanic grocery store, and I bought 4 of these peppers, and I'm like, God, I didn't have a lot of money in my pocket. I didn't know if they took credit cards. Didn't know how it worked. The 4 peppers were 67 cents, which is nuts. Is what it is. So it's Manzano time. Let's see what this is all about. Looks kind of like a tomatillo. We'll see if it's got the same kind of inside. Tomatillo actually is like an apple. Looks like an apple. Has a greenish inside. Love tomatillos. I put them in my. I made an green enchilada sauce with chilies. Oh my God, to die for. I made put it on top of a ground chicken breast meatloaf that one of these days I'll make again, and I'll do a video on it. Amazing. So here it goes. Oh, that's kind of weird. Look at the black seeds on the inside. So, does not taste like an apple. Obviously, it tastes like a pepper. So, I'm going to grab a couple of these seeds, and I'm going to take my next bite with them. A couple more. It's okay. I forgot what they say they can make these with. I think they said salsas. And you can taste there's probably a little more heat. There's definitely a little bit more heat to those. Those seeds got some zip to them. The funny thing is the jalapenos were the ones that really got me, which blows my mind because they're not as spicy. But they seem to have more of an afterburn than the other 2 peppers I just did. Now, I'm really dreading this next one. I love like the mango habanero wings. I use the habaneros in my when I make Bloody Marys. Throw them in there because it really spices things up. Well, we're gonna see what happens here. So I really am stalling because I'm afraid of this habanero. I've already got some heat going in my mouth, so that's not going to cool things off. But what the hell? Sometimes you just gotta say what the F, right? Right, Joel? Joel, get off the babysitter. Anybody who's ever watched Risky Business, you know what the hell I'm talking about. A young Tom Cruise and a young and extremely hot, although she's still gorgeous, Rebecca De Mornay. We used to call her Rebecca De Hornay. Just beautiful women. Well, I have been dreading this all night. I've been talking about this all night, and another nice throw by Josh Allen. He is having a really good game. I think I predicted Buffalo was giving like 10 points, and I thought that was too much at Tampa, and they're up by 14, so I just drooled. So what the hell do I know? I'm not a gambler. I keep saying I'm not a gambler. I don't even play one on TV. So I think I'm going to bite probably about right into about there. The habanero, I'm up in the challenge here is 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville units. I mean, that's a big jump from the 30, the whatever, 10 to 30 that I just did. So, well, here we go. All right, enough stalling. Gosh, my ear itches. I'm itchy. I'm an itchy and twitchy person. Here goes nothing. My last will and testament, give everything to my wife and kids. I love them. I love you people too. Here we go. That's all that's left. So I basically ate the whole freaking thing. So it tastes like all the other peppers. A little more burn going down the throat. Really not that great tasting. Probably the worst tasting of the peppers that I've had. A little bitter. How the hell do I guess the mango gives it the the sweet, wonderful flavor, and obviously the habanero gives it the heat. To be honest with you, I'm a little stunned that I'm not like running to the kitchen and grabbing milk and ice cubes. Maybe it'll take a little bit. It's not that hot. Although I can feel it going on my lips now. I just, that's how it works. It's still the Blazing Challenge was a lot hotter than this. There's no doubt about it. And I can feel the heat coming in my mouth. I know how it works. It takes a little bit of time. It's hot. But the Blazing Challenge, as soon as you eat the wing, it's like, oh my freaking God, I'm going to die. So, I'm going to stick around. We'll talk a little bit longer. Buffalo's about to punt. My tongue is starting to be on fire, so you definitely can see the difference. I definitely see the difference between this and the other peppers. It's definitely a slower burn. Yeah, it's got some burn to it. Yeah, so it's hot. There's no doubt about it, it's hot. That's sweating. I was really sweating during that package chip challenge, and my stomach's beginning to burn a little bit. Don't try this at home. I'm glad I did it. Definitely spicy. I'm going to do a couple more different kind of challenges, probably more with food. I love food. I love making it. I love eating it. I make some pretty spicy wings myself. So, I hope you enjoy this. Please subscribe if you enjoy this video. I'm going to make it through this. This was much easier than the Packy One Chip Challenge. It's easier than the Blazing Challenge, but it's hot. The habanero is hot. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So, anyways, this has been Dave. Hope you're enjoying the football game tonight. Buffalo and Tampa, and toodles!